Oh, it's live. I tell you what, see this new YouTube. I don't so this new YouTube thing is, yeah, it's not very easy for somebody who used to do YouTube to figure out how to do YouTube the way he used to do it. Hi, everybody. Right, what's this? Who's doing a run for the hills? Iron Maiden earworm. Good evening. Yes, to a impromptu live stream. Yeah, try to get back into the whole sort of. Can everybody hear me okay? Because the whole sort of mic volume thing and all that doesn't really work on this new thing, and it's a pain in the asterisk. Testing. Hello, this is the Smoo. Smoo calling Spitfire 151. Can you hear me? Over. Anybody hear me? Over. No. Poop. Yeah. Yeah, you can hear me. Cheers, suit. Right, got a couple of spanners in. Spanner monkeys. I did a little channel update earlier, which was pre-recorded, and some people thought it was live, and they thought because they were chatting to me live, they thought I was actually speaking. No, that was all pre-recorded. I thought it was about time I did some sort of channel update thing, because I have been absent. Yes, my normal clean shaven. Right, hold on. I suppose I better get into the Santa mood. Right, this is not sponsored by that crappy French beer Kronenberg, but I suppose I better get a bit less bah humbug and get into the Christmas spirit. Yeah, so sponsored by Kronenberg. What is it? 16 French beer. Sorry, French viewers. Your beer's shite. German beer's better. But anyway. Right, so right, so I'm a bit more Christmassy. I'm not going to pull out all my Christmas lights and that because I'm in the middle of rearranging the man cave. So yeah, I did the wee video sort of updating, yeah, I'm still here. I haven't actually. This is quite strange. I haven't sanded a model, glued a model. Apologies for the smoke. The house is on fire and I'm just beating back the flames. I haven't actually touched a model kit since probably late December last year, which is bad, I know, but people lose their mojo and stuff like that. And yeah, there's been bugger all went up my channel, but I've noticed my subscriber count's going and I'm like, silly buggers. So yeah, I did that wee update, and obviously I got a lovely present from my German friend Frank. I don't build cars, but I'm really going to enjoy building this. One, it's in a colour I like. Some of you might not know I'm actually a Mercedes certified trained technician. That's who I spent my apprenticeship with. So I'm going to enjoy building that. Will I try and put lights in it? I think I need to try and finish some of the kits I've started before I get into that. But yeah, probably. I'm probably going to try. So I'm getting used to this whole new YouTube thing. Before I used to just put up a little template of that's what I want to put up to advertise it, schedule a time and shut it down. And then when I wanted to do it, I would just go click, go live. It's not quite as easy as that now. And trying to find the one you've scheduled to go YouTube, make it easier. I just want to click a button and go, hi folks. So yeah, it's quite complicated now, and yeah, I still need to work on that. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the live chat now. I have a few spanner monkeys in tonight, who are friends of mine, with little spanners. So if you misbehave, they'll just go boing and you're out. So I've got Sue Shapland. I got my Christmas card from. It's up there that you can't see. And I've got Paul Shapland, who I'm guessing is Plastic Monkey. Is he like... I've also got Alexandru Moise. Good luck. I'm watching you. Oh, that's a new name. The Art Boys. Good evening. How you doing, Art Boys? What's this? No pressure. 6 hours I'm watching. That was just before I went live. Frankie Goes to Hobbywood is in. I don't know if I pronounced what was on the front of that Christmas card correctly, but I hope I did. Can hear you. That's better, Smoo. Burnout is real. We all get it, says Art Boys. You will finish your kits someday. No pressure. Yeah, absolutely no pressure whatsoever. I had an email earlier on. You know that RZ250 that most guys will build in a couple of weeks that I've been doing for 3 years. Oh, my dad's got a RD350 and it's the exact same colours as what I'm building. Oh, can you build it? Or do you know somebody that can build it? Blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, no, I wouldn't want to let the guy down because it would take me like, I've still got a bike there that my friend Davey gave me. Oh, what is it? A CBX 1100, you know, the Blackbird. He gave me that 2 years ago. Unfortunately, I've ran out of paint, which is one of the reasons that I haven't finished it because it's like £8 for a tin of paint. But yeah, so that's a friend giving me a kit to build from that's taken me over 2 years. And I've not finished it. So commission build, okay. So what's Frankie saying? Yes, the pronouncing was really good. Yeah, Frolike Weihnachten. I used to know it was Frohe Weihnachten, but it was Frolike then. And then all the Happy New Year thing. Und alle guten Wünsche für das neues Jahr. Ja, das ist richtig. So how is everybody and what are you all building? Because, I mean, I have no idea about doing live streams. I thought about going back to Saturday and I realised that Colin that was still doing Saturdays. I might just go back to making normal videos and just doing my random live streams whenever I feel like it. So, yeah. I've had some good feedback on the electronic side. Again, I'm just still learning, but nice to see what you guys want to see done. Oh, you might have noticed, Sue. See that way? I've got artisan model stickers up there as well. Sue moderates for a few different model making channels, and one of them is Artisan Model House. I guess that's German or Dutch or something like that. So I did get the Artisan one that you sent me out, so that's up on my board. Any questions or anything like that? As I say, I'm just popping on, checking this thing out. I need to, as well as figuring out how this software works to go live in the first place, I'm going to go... Oh, there's my bag of Wotsits I was munching. Cheesy fingers. As well as figuring out how to go live and schedule lives, I need to figure out how I can do... I have got software for it, but how to figure out doing the split camera and that and do sort of desk work and that. I haven't got the other camera plugged in at the moment, but I know I could probably switch cameras and stuff like that. But what's Sue going? I can see it, Terry. What can you see? It's not hanging out, is it? Apologies, Paul, if it's hanging out. Well, you see the Artisan. Yeah. I'm blowing my nose here. Yeah, so I'm kind of looking like that at the moment, basically because I can't be arsed shaving. Normally, I'm kind of clean shaven, so at the moment, I think I've got a good depth of beardage at the moment. I've got, let me just see, could I get I've got, oh, I don't know if you can see that. I've got a good 2 inches of beardage at the moment. So I'm doing all right. So, yeah, I don't know what to do with, see, I don't like all this shit. See all this stuff that goes under the neck? It's really itchy in bed. Actually, it's got that long now. It's really, really soft. I sit and pet it like a cat at night. But yeah, my hair's getting long as well. I normally have that shaved out of the wood, and I could actually have a ponytail at the moment. So yeah, I've not been looking after myself. Oh, my sticker, and not my Yes. Okay, so thanks for clearing that up. So what has everybody been up to? Have you requested from your better half, whether it be male or female, something for Christmas that you hope to get in a, like 1/24 scale or 1/12 scale box size type thing? So have you requested anything particular from Mr. Santa Claus, who looks similar to myself, but is not quite so bah humbug and grumpy? So if you've requested a special kit for Christmas, let me know what you've asked Santa for. And did you actually write a letter and post it up your chimney? Can you remember doing that as a child? Now, I'm going back a bit now because you need to remember I'm 52. So when I was a child, there were no mobile phones. Oh my God, you say, you're that old? Yes, there were no mobile phones. Basically, if you went out to play with your friends, you either heard your mum shouting up the street, Terry, your dinner's ready, or you came home when the street lights went on. There was no mobile phones going, where are you? Oh my God, have you been beaten up? No, you were playing in the mud and all the rest of it, and up to your eyeballs and crap. You've got two jumpers down making goalposts, playing in the dark, playing football, all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. So I am that old. I've totally lost track of what I was on about, but that's kind of normal. Paul's got enough kits. I don't know, Sue. You seem to be building quite a few as well. But are you building your own kits or are you stealing Paul's? That's the thing. So yeah, I must apologise. I haven't kept up to date with what new kits have come out. I haven't kept up to date with, although I have heard things about new paints, like Tamiya's doing a new set of lacquer paints and things like that. No idea about them. No idea who's been doing what on YouTube. No idea of what's been happening with models or any other channels. I have been basically hiding away, buried under the ground. Frankie goes, I'm old. I know these times too. Can you remember, though, on a cold winter's morning with a coal fire, sitting with your fork and a bit of bread and making toast on the coal fire? That's the best kind of toast. None of this pop it in your toast. Covered in smoke and whatever you're burning in the fire, all these sort of illegal ingredients that are on the fire, flavouring your toast. Or marshmallows if you're what's Sue saying? That's different. What's different, Sue? So yeah, I totally lost where I was going with that train of thought. When I said I was young enough to remember something, and then I can't remember why it is because I'm too old. I remember when I was young. What was I talking about? I don't know. I'm too old. I'm losing my memory. So yeah, you're 50, so you can relate. Actually, it's quite strange because oh, your kits. Oh, I'm glad you put a K in the front of that, not a T. Cheers, Sue. Obviously being politically correct. Now, apparently on YouTube now, I have to declare, are my videos aimed at children? Well, unless I had the whole red suit and that on and was encouraging them to sit on my knee, I would say no. No, nothing Smoo says is aimed at children, especially when it goes and all that sort of stuff. You're not old, you're 43. You're just a young pup. I've got to keep it clean. Unlike my beard. I actually found a bit of pizza last night in there, and it was quite nice. It had mushrooms and pepperoni and all sorts of stuff in it. What's Frankie saying? I can remember the times my parents fired up an oven to get warm water for a shower. The old back boiler. The boiler was on the back, and when you had the oven and that on, did you have an actual range rather than like a coal fire? You had the range and then all the back boiler type thing off it. Oh, it was brilliant. I remember it. Oh, God. Yeah. Young lad, coal fire. Now, it was a council house, but I don't know if you had this in other houses, if you can remember coal fires. So you've got the flue going up, but level to the chimney in each bedroom there was like a little vent thing that you could open up and the warmth would come out. You wouldn't get the smoke, so I'm gathering it's just like, attached to the outer part of the flue. Used to have that. That was the heating for the bedroom. But when they closed all that down and we weren't allowed the coal fires and we had a 4-bar gas fire. Can you remember them 4-bar gas? They've been outlawed now as well. So we had a 4-bar gas fire in the living room, which was always on full pelt, but you didn't have the wee thing coming off the coal fire anymore in the bedrooms. So we actually had a really safe thing called a paraffin heater. The paraffin heater was a big metal thing with a big bowl of paraffin at the bottom and a wick, and my mum would go up and light it, put the top on, and it would sit at the top of the landing right at the top of the stairs, which is the only escape route from the bedroom should there be a fire. What would cause a fire? Paraffin heater getting knocked over. Oh God, what's it Monkey saying? I can remember paraffin lamps. Yeah, you're getting a bit old, mate. We did have electricity and bulbs that you put in the ceiling and that for lighting. But yeah, coal fires, paraffin heaters. I used to, I was probably about 7 or 8. I used to be able to go down to your local garage, and it was you had the plastic bottle, gallon bottle, and go down for a gallon of pink paraffin. Now, 8 years old, going down and going, can I have a gallon of paraffin, please? And you'd hand over the £2 or whatever it cost. And I would take it up to the old wifey across the road who also had a paraffin heater at the top of her stairs. Yes. Can you imagine a child now of 8 years old going into a petrol station saying, can I have a gallon of paraffin, please? Yeah, that's just not going to happen. What's Paul saying? We didn't have electric upstairs, you only got downstairs. Mind you, you do stay down there like, oh, me coming after a wheel fell off and I was out in it, yeah. You've only just got broadband, mate, so yeah. So, anybody waiting on something exciting for Christmas? I got something exciting for Christmas. I got that lovely Mercedes-Benz kit, but what are you guys waiting on? Anything? Anything at all? Oh, I've got itchy eyes. Apologies. Might not be on for long. It's just a quick hello. We're on the moors. Is that like Phantom Raspberry Blower? Are we out in the moors? And yeah, the big beast of Dartmoor and all this sort of thing. Yeah. You've just bought HMS Hood. Is that a destroyer off the top of my head? I'm trying to remember. Last time I built a ship, I need to work my Devonshire. Yeah, I like that guy Jethro. I find him quite funny, but I don't know whether he's Devon or I think he's more Cornwall. Out me tractor and fucking whale fell out. Bastards wouldn't put the whale back on. I'd fill it with straw and sort it myself. But yeah, I need to work on lots of accents. My American accent is particularly poor. HMS Hood. I'm assuming it's a destroyer, or is it a battleship? Because the last ship I built, I was probably 8 or 9. And it was, I'm just trying to think the scales now. What is it? You get 1 300, 1 600. It was a smaller one. It was probably about that length. But I do like ships. I've never really built one properly. Why is Sue laughing at me? What have I done? I'm just looking at a wee stray hair there. I need to trim that down so that when I'm eating pizza, I don't end up with mozzarella over my moustache. Good thing about a beard is, if you're feeling a little bit peckish later on, normally you have some of your dinner hiding somewhere in amongst the growth to keep you appetized later on. So I probably won't be on much more after 11 because I need to order food. Because I've got to eat regularly. My doctor said I should eat regularly. I should have more regular meals. Yeah. Pizza. Apply pizza to face. It's gone. Wee bit in the beard for later on. Excellent. What's Alexandra saying? I remember my dad used to make a Christmas installation with 12-volt bulbs. Ooh, we're going back now. This is before all the fancy LEDs and everything. Yeah, 12-volt bulbs. So is that connected up to a car battery? Where are you from, Alexandra? Battle cruiser. It's the one that sank the Bismarck. See, I'm not really into my Navy history because they're sort of the senior service. They attack from afar with their big guns. Frankie saying I would have to buy my Christmas gift by myself, but nothing for scale modelling. I have a few kits running simultaneously, so I would like to finish them first. I know how that goes, mate. I've got 8 kits sitting there that I've done nothing with for a little while. The Hot Boys is going, but you had that pizza last week. Well, pepperoni doesn't really go off. It's a cured sausage. Oh, you're from Romania. Well, your English is really good, mate. Excellent. So yeah, your dad had to make Christmas installation of 12-volt bulbs. So was it like 12-volt car bulbs linked up and a battery somewhere? Was it that basic and painted them different colours, or am I just being daft? Plastic monkey. I can just imagine Paul as a plastic monkey. Aye. No monkeying about with you. So I guess what I'm trying to ask for you guys is, obviously, model making wise, I've got videos to finish off and all that sort of stuff, and I've got lots of inbox reviews and stuff to do. That's fine. As far as spraying stuff, I really need to sort of de-dustify my room. Is that a word? De-dustify? I haven't touched anything for almost a year, and there's like dust, and there's actually little rabbits, little dust bunnies running about going, ooh, look at the dust. So yeah, before I get anywhere near an airbrush, can you brush your ears? An airbrush, I need to get rid of the dust bunnies because there's nothing worse than spraying a clear coat and a dust bunny runs all over the top of it. So yeah, I need to get rid of the dust bunnies first. But anything you guys want me to concentrate on when I'm doing the electricity type thing at all? I've had some feedback for Mark, and he was interested in multimeters and what they do and all that sort of thing. Anything else that you just want me to cover? Like how to solder a wire to my nose or something like that? Anything basic, or just let me do what I do? Frankie's laughing at my earbrush. Yes, earbrush. Yes, you also get earwigs as well. The little beasties that crawl in. I remember waking up, I think I was about 10 years old, and some people call them clip shears, but it's a little beastie. It has 2 little things on its tail. We call them earwigs. Some people call them clip shears. So is it the female ones go like that and the male ones go like that? I can't mind, but I was always told they burrowed into your ear and ate your brains. And I woke up and there was one crawling across the pillow one morning, and I was like, yeah. So yeah, I don't like earwigs or clip shears or whatever you want to call them, but yeah, wee scabby wee beasties. Potato. So yeah, oh, just getting comments coming up there. So looks like Colin got something as well. Good man. So yeah, any other questions or anything? As I say, it's just a quick live after me doing that wee thing to see if I can. I'm still figuring out this new YouTube setup thing, and it's a pain in the bum, to be quite honest. I'll get the hang of it at some point. You want to have a laugh? You know how sometimes you get people going, yeah, we've got that. Oh, what's it called again? I can't even remember what it's called now. There's a thing at the bottom of a wee dollar sign on it. I've actually got enough subs to get one of them. Didn't click it, but I just thought it was quite funny. It highlights whatever question you've got in chat, and then YouTube take their cut off it and they give you like £1 in about 10 years' time. But yeah, so I'm probably only on for another 35 minutes or so. So I'll rely on you guys chatting away, giving me questions, stuff like that. because I've not done this for absolutely ages, and my convo might dry up. What's Alexandru saying? Bulbs used in various applications. They were connected to 220 volts, which is our mains voltage here in the UK. They were painted in different colours, piece by piece. Super chat, that's the one. I do have it. Don't use it, because seriously, all that will happen is for the next 10 months, YouTube will sit on your £1 or £2 or whatever, and then decide that I don't have enough subscribers to pay it out. But I've got it anyway. Yeah. So bulbs in various applications, 220 volts. Now, was this for outside the house, Alexandru, or was this for inside the house? Because 220 inside the house, not bad. 220 outside, much danger of electrocution, and yeah. I've been looking at a lot of outside electricity stuff, and it gets quite scary about water ingress and all that sort of stuff, but that's just stuff I've been looking at. So any exciting projects you guys have been working on? I haven't really kept up to date with Facebook or YouTube for quite a few months, so it'll be interesting to hear what you guys have been up to. Yeah, I need to stop smoking. I need to stop smoking. I've actually been issued, it's quite a cool wee gadget actually. I've been issued a wee thing for monitoring my blood pressure at home. And it's just a wee digital thing. You put the thing in and it sort of sucks your arm and tells you what your blood pressure is, because the doctors are a bit worried about my blood pressure. So yeah, I'm doing that at the moment. So that's good fun. This is really quite cool. There's a few in. It looks like, oh wow, 11 people online at one time. I can't remember the days when we used to have 50, but there was a damn sight more interesting people in here than just me. Are you going back to modelling or just doing electronics? I am going back to modelling. I just don't have the mojo at the moment. And the stuff I've got to finish off before I start anything else requires 0 dust bunnies. I've got a couple of bike kits that I need to do clear lacquer coats on. And because I've not really been looking after my housekeeping and stuff like that, there's a lot of dust bunnies about, and it's not a good environment for spraying clear coat lacquers at the moment. So they're kind of on hold. At the moment, because it's easy for me, and I don't have to do like a full video build series on gluing a model together and spraying it different ways and that. The electronic segments are quite a lot easier. Just I need to get content up. But yeah, so we'll go back to model making. I don't have the whole mojo for it, but I'm getting there, and I'm looking at stuff that I've started and not finished, and thinking I really need to get on with that. But because there's so many dust bunnies at the moment, there's everything I've got at the moment that's in various stages, all require paint. And anybody that sprays with an airbrush knows that you can't really paint in a room full of dust bunnies. So it's kind of on hold until I get tidied up a little bit. Oh, Gordon's alive. I've almost got the beard for it. Gordon's alive. GB's model zones in. Evening. Frankie saying, I'm still working on a Ford short hauler truck. Is that an American truck? A Ferrari. Ooh. And still the Mercedes-Benz SK Eurocab truck. Trucks are... that Peterbilt, it's a beautiful model. It's 1/16 scale. One, it takes gazillions of paint. I need to order more. Two, I decided to put like lights and stuff into it. And three, it's a 1970s kit and needs so much fettling, it's unreal. So yeah, I understand the truck thing taking a bit of time. Plastic Monkey. Just sorted out my blood pressure out. It took a few times to get it right. You need to stop with the bicycle pump, mate. Yeah. Frankie's going, good evening, Gordon. Sue has just started her first tiger tank. Can I make a confession, Sue? I've never built a tiger tank. I've got a panther sitting up there somewhere, and I've done tended to do quite a few Russian tanks, but I've never built a tiger tank. So you're first. I've never built one, so I'm sure you'll do fine with it. And tanks are quite easy. And are you putting full tracks on it and doing the whole sort of, dot filters and stuff on it? Or are you just going to go, it's a tank? There you go. You're working on a U-boat with interior 144. Is that the same one that Colin had? I'm just trying to think now. We all know the one that Ted done. That was a big, huge thing. It cost like £1 gazillion. But Revell did a smaller one, a U-boat. And I can remember Colin was putting lights in it, but he was actually red edge highlighting like the cutaway part of it. Is it that one? Because it looks like a really nice kit, actually. So is that what you're building, Paul? Alexandra is working on miniature Warhammer. Now, I've got a few Warhammer characters, so they're the standard sort of, is it 35 mil? So what's miniature Warhammer? Are they like teeny Warhammer? I do like the Warhammer stuff. It's got beautiful detail on it, but it's very expensive for what you get. Paul saying, yeah, it's the same one Colin had. Yeah, it's a really nice looking kit, actually. I could fancy doing it myself, but I mean, as I say, Colin's done it, and there's a few others done it as well. But I mean, as a modelling kit, I think it would be a very nice build. As Frank is saying, yes, it's an American truck with Coca-Cola scheme, and it's an old kit, so the fit is not very well. If it's an, what's the American ones? Is it AMC, AMG or whatever? Yeah, some of the kits look fantastic, but when you get them, they're a bit ropey. Hot Boys is painting Warhammer goblins. So that's the wee tiny wee guys. Yeah. My brother was into Warhammer. So yeah. What's you saying? So just out of the box, well out your comfort zone. It's a tank. You'll be fine. Fling some mud out the garden over the top of it when you're finished. It'll be brand new. AMT. That's the one. That's the one, Gordon. Death Guard Mephitic Blight Hauler. I just love some of the names of the Warhammer stuff. So is that a 40k thing? Because I can remember there was wee orcs in that. My brother introduced me to Warhammer, and we're talking about Gen 1 stuff, not 40k. Gen 1 stuff, and you had the wee Gene Stealers and all that sort of thing, and it was a small board game, and it was a turn-by-turn dice thing. Not what the current sort of Warhammer 40k is, where you play it on a massive diorama scene if you're really into that, and you measure all measuring tapes and sort of protractors, and I've just thrown a grenade, so it's going to give him 2 damage. It gets a bit complex, but before computer games came out, I'm surprised it's actually as popular as it is now, because back in the day when my brother played Warhammer, and I'm talking about Gen 1 stuff, computers, you had the ZX81, Commodore 64 was maybe just coming out, BBC Micro, none of the stuff we've got now. So it was all just a derivation of a board game or a book game. AMT model kit. Just finished the new Revell Land Rover. Good kit. I'm trying to remember now. Was it Paul that built a Land Rover kit? Now, I don't know if it was Revell or whatever, but what he was saying was underneath the rear windows on the kit that he built, you had injector pin marks. Is that the same kit? Because he was saying it was a nice kit, but injector pin marks on the outside and prominent places that were really hard to cover up. Art Boys is saying doing Death Guard as well. Yeah, I'm kind of lost. I've got some Space Marines that I still have to finish. So yes, I've got some Space Marines. Space Hulk. Oh, Space Hulk, that rings a bell. That rings a bell. He's got a couple of. He's actually got some original box games. He's actually got some of the original. They're not lead, but they're white metal. I've been trying to get them off him just so I can paint them. He's got a lot of original Gen 1 stuff. It's probably worth money now. Painted or unpainted, I don't know. Space Hulk. Thought I must. Oh, right. Gordon saying, thought I must finish off a MiG-25. I've never really been into jet planes. I like the old prop, sort of World War II, Lancaster, Spitfire, Stukas, stuff like that. And I've got a pile of, what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 propeller-driven aircraft sitting there. I've not reviewed them or anything. I went on a splurge at the tail end of last year thinking, yeah, I'm going to get an aircraft, and I've done nothing. John Reeves is in. Top of the morning for here. Situation. Yep, John's in. Sue's gone. Hi, John. Top of the day to you. What's Paul saying? Hi, John. No, Terry is brand new modelling. There's a vid in the cave. Oh, right. I'll need to have a look at that. I haven't, as I say, I haven't had a chance to catch up with Facebook, YouTube, anything like that. Hello, Mookie. Recovered then, John. What have you been up to, John, that you had to recover? Knowing you and being Irish. Was it to be out having a pint of Guinness and that we are passing that and out on the bike and then you fell off and skinned your knees and that? To be God, no. Apologies to any Irish, Northern Irish, Southern Irish, or, potato farmers about my accent. But yes, hi. All right, John. So as I say, I'm not going to be on for too long. Just try to catch up with all you styrene fanatics. Sue's saying you got bladdered. Yeah, well, that's typical for an Irishman. Irish guys like a wee drink or that. Have you never noticed that? I'm just going out for a pint, but my pint is about that size. It's about that size. I'm just going for a pint. I'll be back after my pint. Yes. Aye. We gotta know. Too much beer, you got bladdered. That's shocking. What's John saying? Oh, you Welsh get. I'm not a sheepshagger, mate. Oh, apparently there's certain words you're not allowed to use on YouTube. I don't know if it's the spoken word or if you have it in the title. But from I follow an Australian guy that does the electronics, Dave for EEV blog. Apparently, say you were to go, this kit is bullshit or something like that, and you put that in your title, YouTube edit it and take the word away because bullshit's not allowed. There's a few words that the robots look for now that you're not allowed to put on your channel. And it's like, yeah. If the band's Smoo, I'm knackered. Paul's saying he can't hold his drink. An Irishman not being able to hold his drink. I bet he could fall flat in his arse after somebody pushes him over and he wouldn't spill a drop. Bet you. It's a keg with a handle on it. Vodka and darts. Oh dear. Nothing wrong with vodka and darts. Yeah, a wee game of the arrows. I used to be a no bad shot myself, but yeah, I'm out of practice now. So it was quite nice. There's quite a lot of people in. Again, this is just me putting out feelers. What you want to see in the channel, or are you just quite happy with me churning out whatever shite that I fancy? I've got a few nice kits actually sitting there. There's one that I need to learn quite a bit of electricity on before I build it. It was actually a Christmas present. Was I get it last year or the year before for the crew? I want to motorize it. Oh, it's a big beast of a kit. I got it for the crew. It's not a common kit. Any of you guys seen this thing before? Now, it's Terminator, obviously, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. The big robot-y thing. I'm looking into servo motors and all sorts of shit to try and animate this thing. But that's going to be a long way off because I'm still learning about servo motors, and it's a beautiful looking beastie. Yeah. So that's going to be a long way off, but yeah, I got that as a Christmas present gift when we used to do the Christmas, was it Christmas pool or the birthday pool or whatever it was that we did. I will review it at some point, but it's one of these kits that is begging for articulation and stuff like that, and I don't have the knowledge as yet onto. Yeah, I can put a servo motor in and make the arm go or whatever, with a simple button command or whatever. But yeah, do I do it in Arduino? Do I program a PIC microcontroller? Don't know. I need to do a lot of research before I get onto that one. But that is a cracking kit. That's made by Pegasus. Pegasus Hobbies. That kit to buy is a good 100 and odd quid. They do one. That's the unpainted one. They do one that's all chrome plated, because if you look at the Terminator movie, it's all shiny metallic. That's another reason I like it, because it will allow me to play with different metallics and getting different tones and stuff like that. Whereas the chrome one, it would be a shame to spend another £40 on the chrome kit, which is a special edition one, to strip all the chrome off and end up with that one, which is cheaper, and do it up. So yeah, it's a Pegasus Hobbies kit. I can actually give you the right. I don't know if you can make any of that out. That's a kit from Pegasus Hobbies, and it's kit number 9015. And right, okay, I'm not going to do a whole review on it, but I'll let you see the size of some of the bits, because I have had the box open. It's a cracking kit. Right, what have I got here? Don't know what that bit is. I'm not sure what that bit is. God, it's big. See if I can get something that'll give you an idea of the scale. Right. There's my hand. Right, I've got big hands. And there is one of the side tracks. Now, bearing in mind this kit has two. Is it two or just one? No, it's just one of these, but that's a decent size for the base, for the track. There's kind of the top that you would have the turrets and that on, so that's a good, that's a good span with my big hands. It's absolutely packed full of plastic. Lots of big wheels, big rubber tracks. Lots of interesting colours, blue and red for the clear plastics. It's just a cracking kit, but there's a lot of plastic in there. I don't know how to justify the price of some of these, but I suppose a lot of it goes into the R&D of actually making the kit. So it's a fantastic big. Oh God, I'm sticking it all back in the wrong way now. It's a fantastic big kit. If I can get it to go back in the box. So yeah, it's one of those ones that lends itself to a bit of tinkering. Now, how did that go in before? It's got a couple of bits that really stick out. And I don't know how, maybe that went down there. That's it, that went down the side of there. So it's one of these kits that lends itself to lighting. Obviously, you've got the floodlights, the red lights up the top, but you've got 4 sort of laser cannons, and how to light them up and get them pulsing. Got ideas about it. I'm going to do a lot more research before I even go anywhere near doing that kit. But it's beautiful and it's one I've wanted for a long time. So yeah, the guy's got me that one. Right. Got bladder, keg, vodka darts, dear John. Alexandra's going, wow. Paul's going, turn out what you like, just nice to see you. Maybe a bit disheveled looking and not my normal beautiful self, clean shaven self, making all the ladies fall down at first glance. But it's Christmas, and actually, when I'm out my motorbike, because I'm an all-year biker, when you put the lid on, this stops all the cold air going up inside your lid, and that it's really quite warm. I don't have to wear a neck scarf, but the only thing you've got to watch is, see when you click the chin strap, don't pinch any hairs on the chin strap, and secondly, when you're removing your lid and you stretch it out and pull it up, there's always a stray whisker goes up inside the helmet and gives it a So yeah, that's all I think I sort of, I should really get it trimmed, but bugger it. John's laughing. Check you out with your little spanners. Yeah, they're all a bunch of spanners. What's Paul saying? Wonderland models 120 quid. I think that's about right. That's what that was. And I think there was a special edition one that was all pre-chromed. That was like 20 or 30 quid more. So it's a very expensive kit. It's a big kit. It's a lot of plastic. But I want to do something a bit more than just build a model. I want to be able to press buttons and it goes and the guns go and it's going to take me a lot of research because I'm still at the basics, What's Frankie saying? Agree with Sue and Plastic Monkey. It's your channel and do what you want or would like to do. And if you're feeling comfortable with, I can just say that I've missed the lives. Yeah, it's different when you're doing them on your own. I actually prefer, doing it with a bunch of people that you can bounce off of. But we'll see. Good. I've just seen what John's just put. And funny enough, John, somebody asked me about a commission build in a 350 version of the model that I've still not finished yet. And I was like, nah. Yeah. Again, to finish the RD, I need to get rid of the dust bunnies. And there are lots of little dust bunnies hiding in this man cave at the moment. So until I get rid of the dust bunnies, I won't be spraying anything at all. But yeah, touching base with you guys. I mean, I haven't put anything up. I did a couple of random lives, but that's more at the time like the Americans and a bit like when Colin and I used to do the insomnia things. Like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, we would get the Americans, Australians, and that popping in, but you guys would all be in bed. So I've done a couple of randoms that would the American guys and Australian guys and that would pick up on, but I just sort of do, a bit of touch and base with you guys that are in the UK and see who all joins in. But I think, I'll get back onto modelling at some point, but I think all my videos at the moment will just be like reviews and stuff like that and the electricity type stuff. And once I get rid of the dust bunnies, I've got a friend coming on Monday. It's going to help me sort out a few things about the house because I've not been feeling very well. And if I can get that kind of sorted out and get my other bench sorted up, I've got one bench here. There's a bench that you always watch me on. I've got another unit actually in my bedroom that it's actually a big computer type thing with cupboard doors and that I could use or utilize for model making. So I was thinking if I got that next to this one, I can have that for my model making. This one for playing with my electricity. That sitting there with all my kits on the top of is like a studio bed that my daughter had, which is quite handy because it's got a desk underneath, and on top of the mattress I can put all my kits in that. But it really comes into the room quite a lot. And I was thinking if I can dismantle that My bedroom next door is a lot bigger, and put into my bedroom as sort of an emergency bed if she was ever coming back home again. That would trim at least 3 foot off and get some shelving and stuff. My snap-on roll cab, which my laptop's currently sitting on, over onto that wall, along with some shelving, get all my kits back up. It really open it up a bit. So, but that's what I want to do. Whether I've got the motivation and the energy to do it, we'll see as time progresses. But that's my goal. I would like to tidy this up substantially, rearrange this. So this bench is electronics. I've got another bench just for doing models, and depending on what I'm fancying doing at the time, I can basically, because my camera's on like one of these things, I can just swing it across to that bench or swing it across to this bench or whatever. So yeah, these things are great, these wee telescopic stands. So excuse me a second while I have a wee cigarette. It's getting a wee bit busier now. What's up by saying, well, you've got 15 watching, so I haven't forgot me. Yeah, but it's not so much about forgetting about me as do I actually put anything up that you want to watch, or am I just sitting making you all laugh because I'm being a daft bastard? All right. Oh, you bad man. Gordon's Alive came out with a comment. He must be feeling very brave, or he's got a Nike trainer screwed onto his fucking gammy leg. He's probably got a false leg with a Nike trainer on so he can run away from me when he makes funny comments. He says, yes, he'll do an RD commission, but the finish date is 2050. I'll be dating pushing up roses or daisies by then, mate. You cheeky bar steward. Angie. Hold on. Angie Chum. Angie. Who's Angie? Hiya, Smoo. How you doing? I'm doing all right, Angie. Rat Pack's in. Wee. Live with Smoo. How you doing, Rat Pack? That's Bjorn, if I remember rightly. Bjorn? Yeah. Not the one out ABBA. Waterloo. But dang it, man, you really look like Santa. That is the aim at the moment. I want to look like Santa. Not so that I can encourage young children onto my knee. It's just, I felt like this is the longest I've ever grown my beard. And I just got to stage, I really couldn't be arsed shaving and wondered how it'd look. Now, it's not too bad if you look at if this bit on the side wasn't happening. They'd be like, yeah, it's a no bad beard. But all this side stuff's happening, and I'm not very keen on the side stuff. Plus, I'm going very white. So yeah, I think that would look okay as a look. Maybe as a sort of, oh, my name's Billy Connolly. How you doing? Aye, furry boots, do you bide and all that? But all this, so I don't know what to do with it. But at the moment, I'm just letting it grow and see what happens. I'm finding it quite amusing. So it's all up. I'm finding it quite interesting how much of it actually grows up your neck. If you trim it, it's kind of like that. But I've got so much on my neck. So yeah, it's like, fuck it. I'm going hairy faced. See how bad it goes. And normally I do a number 4 and a number 2 over the top. I'm letting it grow just for a laugh to see if I can get a ponytail. And I can get, got about that much a ponytail at the back, just for a laugh. I'll shave it off when the summer comes, but I'm just being like, who cares? Nobody sees me anyway. I'm going to catch up with the chat a little bit. Hi, Angie. They're all saying hello to everybody. Watch your beard doesn't catch fire. Actually, a very interesting thing is that beards are not very flammable. They're made of the same sort of stuff that your pubes are. So, unlike hair on your head, where if you light it with a match, you can run about like Michael Jackson, going, Thriller, and all that. Beard hair kind of self-extinguishes itself. I'm not going to burn a bit just now to show you, but take my word from it, it kind of frazzles and goes out, whereas the hair on your head will catch fire. So beard hair and pubes and stuff like that has got different flammability characteristics than hair on your head. So yeah, so I'm not worried about fire. Not yet, anyway. What's flashing? I'm going up to 19 watching. I'm not keeping an eye on it. I'm just chatting away to whoever's chatting to me. Frank is saying, a good laugh is good medicine for everyone. Yes, it certainly is. Laughter is good medicine. What is Rat Pack saying? Correctamundo. Oh, I like that word. Correctamundo. He's doing good, or at least better. Right, John, you've lost me. Not a trainer, just put some stitches in it. Now, I was going about his false leg and putting a Nike on to run away. Just put some stitches in what, mate? For those that don't know, GB's model zone, he has got a prosthetic leg. And I'm not going to tell you some of the things that he's tried with that prosthetic leg. But yeah, that's a whole different, I think that's more a sort of Triple X video, special membership. Tune in for that one. But yeah, it's amazing what you can do with a stump. That's all I'm going to say. Paul saying, you want to dye it purple like Wizard? I did have a small goatee once, and my daughter decided to dye her hair purple. And she had some hair dye left. And I says, all right, okay, if you dye your hair purple, I'll do my goatee purple. It looked bloody awful. I have got a picture somewhere of it. So no, purple's not a good look for me. And I don't think I would be dyeing my beard purple like Wizard. Yeah. What's this? Paul saying, never tried lighting my pubes. Give it a bash, mate. It smells a bit naff like, but it saves all that shaving and trimming. If you're one of the guys that's into that, like, I must shave my chest and round there to make your willy look bigger and all that. It's doesn't matter what size your willy is. It depends how much weight you've got to push it him with. I mean, I've got 20 stone, so I'm all right. Subtitles are available for people who don't understand Scottish, and actually, it's quite funny. I remember back when we used to do the live shows with the whole crew. If you actually turn subtitles on, and it was me speaking, it would be something totally different from what I'd said. Actually, would come up in the subtitles. So if you watch this back later and you're like, "What the fuck did Smoo say?" Turn on subtitles and captions. And just see what it comes up. I've done it myself. I've watched it back and turned subtitles on and went, what? So, yeah, if you're totally bored and you're at the bench and you think, I don't understand a single word that Scottish guy's saying, turn on subtitles. And it doesn't come up with the words that are coming out my mouth, but it's quite amusing. So it's anybody's video, anybody it's British, it's got a little bit of an accent that the American algorithms don't quite pick up. As I say, any of the guys at YouTube for Britain, put on subtitles and captions and watch and see what it writes along the bottom when they're talking. Guarantee you, somebody with a thick London accent or down in Devon or whatever, it'll come up with a load of shite on the bottom, and it's often more amusing than watching the show. So yeah, once this is uploaded and it's saved, and you're a bit bored, turn on the subtitles and play it back and see what actually comes up. Especially when I said hello to John. Heard to bear here, Brigada. No, I have no idea where that would come. Oh dear. Right. That pack's going buffering. That's your 56k modem. That pack. As long as it's real hair and not a beard toupee. Now, what's the other thing? Oh, sorry, that's a merkin. That's like a false fanny beard, isn't it? Yeah, it's not a merkin. It's not a beard toupee. It's 100% smooth face with fungus. Fungus a bogeyman. What's John saying? Go on, go on, go on. What's this John saying? Bet McLovin has tried. Eh? Don't you dare. I won't, John. I was just pulling your leg. Ha ha! Boom, boom. Sorry about that. Good news this. She's going, you're funny, Smoo. I do try. I do honestly try. Don't you dare. I'm pulling your leg. Sorry, John. Yeah. Right, it's coming up. It's just after 11 o'clock. I was just popping on to go hello, everybody. I'm not going to make this a long thing or anything like that. I will try and do some more lives. I don't know when. They'll be unscheduled and when I'm feeling up for it. I'm going to try and get back into my model making. Can you see it being this side of the year? I'm definitely still tinkering about with electricity, so yeah, I'll do that. I need to get content up on the channel, to be quite honest, because there's been bugger all for 11 months. So it'll be like reviews and stuff like that, and the odd sort of random, hopefully better looking and possibly better shaved type things. But Christmas is coming up. I don't like Christmas. I spend it on my own with a microwave meal for one, so Christmas is shite. New Year, it's just looking forward to another year of the same shite. But I do like the warmer weather, and when the sun comes out, he's got his hat on, and I can get out my bike to play for a little bit. My mood kind of picks up, so I'm going to play it by ear. I've had a good day today. I've done a bit of tidying up my bench and getting things organised and rearranged. So I've had a really good day today. Done a wee channel update, let you know I'm still here, and just a wee live stream. So I'll give it another 5-10 minutes, see if there's any questions or things you want to see, and then I'm going to call it quits for the night. So you don't have to listen to me waffling shite for the rest of the night. So any questions? Anything you want to see? Apart from me doing things with animals or strange things like that. I think there's an extra disclaimer on YouTube that if you is this video aimed at children? No. Do you do anything with animals? Would be another checkbox. Although I don't do anything with animals, some of the women about here are a bit rough. So yeah, Susan Boyle springs to mind, but I won't say anything more in case she takes me to court. So I don't know about you guys, but my chat has absolutely frozen unless you've all stopped speaking. My heating's kicking in. It's actually quite cold here this evening. Right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hopefully I'll get some more content up my channel. If you like your electricity and you're looking for a couple of channels to watch just for interesting things to watch, if you like seeing things getting just random things, like the guy concentrates on lighting and sound type things because he's a light and sound engineer, electrician. If you're into seeing normal everyday things getting stripped down and how they work and how some of the Chinese import stuff isn't quite up to regulation, I would suggest that a good channel to look at is one called BigClive.com. He's a bearded chap with a big long beard from the Isle of Man. I like watching his stuff. He does random stuff and blows things up. But he knows what he's talking about. So I like BigClive.com. If you're more technically orientated on the electronics, there is an Australian guy, Dave, the Mad Aussie. He's more of an engineer. He does really in-depth. I mean, he can design circuits and all sorts of stuff and get them made up, and he actually makes products and sells them and all that sort of thing. He's a good guy to watch. Oh, wait a minute. I'm was talking about Australian guys, and there's Johnny Blythe popped in just before the end going, Brisbane calling, yes, nil point. Always at the coos tail, Johnny. I'm actually just finishing off. It was just a sort of wee hours thing, a last minute thing, because someone said, go live, we'll have a laugh. All right, boys, give it night all. Good live show, Terry. Thank you very much. So yeah, I will be honest, I'm not monitoring Facebook as much as I used to. But feel free to send me a private message and I'll try and reply. I'm not on Facebook as often as I would be because it kind of, it gets you down, some of the shit that's on Facebook. So I've been kind of avoiding that to keep my mood up. Yeah, so I'm going to keep trying to put content up on YouTube, whether you want to watch it or not. But if you do, make sure you, obviously, you're subscribed. And if you want to be notified of any new content, click the little bell icon and it will automatically tell you if something's coming up or if Terry's randomly went live at 3 o'clock in the morning and your phone goes ping, you're like, bastard, you just woke me up. And until the next time, I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in, covered in beard hairs. I probably will do another live before Christmas or New Year or whatever. You know what I'm like. A couple of vodkas, it's like, see who's on. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy what you do as a hobby. And as always, happy modelling. And what's Johnny saying before I go? 9 a.m. here. Just got up. I'm just going to bed. Take care, folks. Look after yourself. And happy modelling. Bye. Where's the button? Sue, where's the button?